Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles. Today's episode, Swimming with Zombies. All right. So you are swimming with zombies, Sarah. All right. So when we were last here, and everyone hears me okay, yeah? Let me go into narrator mode. When we were last here, the Smite Force found themselves in a room full of water, about knee-deep, super slick. You created a contraption of ropes to sort of make your way across the pond, and lo and behold, Sarah fell in. She finds herself in a pool with some sharp objects at the bottom, currently being grappled and held by something under the surface. It's not so deep that she can't stick her head out of water, but it's not so shallow that you guys can see the bottom, and there's clearly something going on down there. And that's where we are. All right, so yeah, you guys were deep in it last time. Sarah, you're in a world of hurt. I believe we are not in. No, we are in combat. Alexandria is at the top of the stack. Alexandria had made her way from the. She appeared in this giant room of the Jade Temple and made her way back through the door and sort of met you guys across the way. Worth noting, big blood smear on the stairs, and you have a. I believe you guys use rope secured from the door jamb to the big statue just behind Alexandria. Did I miss anything?
No, sounds right. I think we definitely know it's a zombie in the water at this point, right?
Well, yes.
Based on Glory's screams.
I'm screwed out. Blah, 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 there's something has my ankle. There you go.
Yeah, all right.
Nice. All right, so
Great character acting.
it was some
definitely.
good role playing. More of that, and I'll give you an inspiration point, which you may need to get out of that pool. It is something I wanted to bring up. Some of you have inspiration, and don't forget that inspiration can be used to re-roll a bad roll. So if you're, if you have a roll that puts you in a specifically bad place, you can use it to re-roll. But once you use it, you've lost that point. So it's like a lottery ticket.
Mulligan.
Exactly. Awesome. So you guys want to take some time here at the top of the combat. We will be going through this, and
Have you shared the map yet, DM?
Oh, only with YouTube. There. You should all have the map. My bad.
Thank you, Master.
Oh, I prefer. Never mind.
Let's see if the resizing works this week.
Yeah, you guys should have all had a big update before you joined.
We did.
And I really hope it works, because that was almost unplayable.
I accidentally closed the map instead of resizing it. Could you give it to me? I apologize.
All right.
You guys
can
are just
resize it. It'll go weird for a minute, but then it'll come in full res.
Nice.
Nice. Hey, can you guys still hear weirdness in my background?
Yes.
So
Sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Just
I got one of those lomies.
The what?
It's a lomi, and so it does compost. So it takes all your food scraps and turns it into dirt, and it's great and everything. But it's like sounds like a vacuum. So
does it run like that all the time?
It runs like that for 8 hours. So didn't know you guys could hear it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be worth noting.
Maybe
for,
it should be it.
For like meetings at work, because it's like you have a vacuum cleaner in the background.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that. Thank you.
Maybe it should be an outside Lomi.
Well, when I have a house, it'll be in the garage. For now, it's in my kitchen.
Just say that you're in the office and that's a copy machine.
Yes.
And sorry, there's nothing I do. Someone's making copies.
And if you'd been,
I'm gonna want a detailed review. I've been researching those, Sarah.
Well, she may be no good to you because she might be dead in a second. So my real
Glory,
question is
sorry.
oh, I agree. Yes, I think that's child for. Come on, guys, can we play? All right.
Right on.
Cool. So, all right, let's start this. I'm going to give you guys just a minute or two to sort of regroup. Remember, do you want me to draw the line across that? Because you guys have a rope that seems to be no longer showing.
Yeah, it's kind of diagonal from that statue to the door, right?
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and draw it.
So I will point out, being the chaotic evil person in the group, that technically only Sarah is in Glory is in combat, because she's the only one being grappled by this zombie thing. Technically, the rest of us are kind of safe. We could just kind of.
I'll remember this.
That's true.
Continue on.
I will say also a moment of praise for that somewhat straight line I managed to draw with my mouse at a diagonal in this interface. So
Yeah, it's really
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah. I wish you could actually just do like 2-point lines. That would be super handy. So, all right. On that note, please scheme. Please figure out what you're going to do, or else I'm going to start the round.
How far away is Sarah from our Glory from the door?
Which door?
That's less than 50 feet, right?
Yeah, which door are you talking about?
Alexandria, do you have any range weapons?
The door that I'm standing in.
I have the one crossbow. I'm not particularly good with it, honestly. I'm more of a melee character. Does anyone have like does anyone have like undead affecting spells if you're a cleric?
Probably Glory.
From evil and good spell, but I have to touch you, and the target gets protected with a disadvantage on attack rolls against undead.
Oh, and by the way, I have that potion that can turn me into mist. So I could just become ungrappled using that. But I don't want to use that because I would rather use that for when we might actually need it later. So, Dinjarin, maybe don't throw me out with the bathwater yet.
No, so what
I
I
would
was
say
thinking
we
was,
try and get across, and Alexandria can support Glory with her crossbow.
well, what I was thinking, so what I'm afraid of is the zombie is the first thing that's down there, and if we don't take care of it, there may be something else far worse. So what I was thinking I would do is throw my rope. So I have another 50 feet of rope. Throw it to Glory, and if we all try to pull her, maybe the zombie will come up with her. That way, we could at least try to attack the zombie quickly and dispatch it fast. Because I do have my Divine Smite, which is a spell, but it only works if I hit it with my my weapon, and it will do a lot of damage to it.
It's fine. We still have to get across the water. So if there's something else that just comes later, I'm curious to know how many hit points the zombie can withstand.
It's a zombie. It's mushy. It's been in water. It's probably not much.
But I figure probably a sponge.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of curious though. Is if it bites Glory, does Glory become a zombie?
Yeah, that's zombie lore right there. That's canon.
Yeah.
I guess that's. Do you need to roll for Arcana on that one?
So does that sound like a good plan, or do we want to do something else? Because I could also walk on the wall, get across the other side, no problem.
Well, you do have to roll a series of athletic checks, which you may fail and then drown. So are you wearing your armor?
I do have my armor on, but I do also have my slippers of climbing on. So
Throw me a rope. Throw me a rope.
Let's throw her a rope. I like the plan.
Okay,
so
I take my rope out and throw it to Glory, and we're gonna pull her and maybe the zombie up towards us.
All right, I won't give you a do-over ever again, but you just described throwing a coil of rope to Glory.
Yeah, I'm going to hold one end of the rope.
Okay, yeah, so I need specifics.
So
yeah.
I'm going to tie
it around your waist.
I'm gonna tie
Very
one
good.
end of the rope around my waist. Everybody else, grab me. I'll throw the other end to Glory, and we'll start pulling her and the zombie. Hopefully, maybe the zombie will let go, but pull her towards us.
And while I'm doing this, with the other hand, I'm punching the zombie while I'm going to catch the
Yeah,
rope.
you can't do diddly to the
Do
zombie
that.
because you're grappled. And
Yeah.
also,
Okay.
just so you have, so I hear Dinjarin's plan. He is not first, so that'll happen subsequent. You're gonna throw. So it's so I just looked this up to make sure because we've not done this before. You have 50 foot of coiled rope, so you have plenty of rope, right?
Yeah.
She's 30 feet away. 30 feet is the maximum distance that you can lasso someone. But you're not intending to lasso.
No, I'm. What my thought was, if I'm assuming her hand is free, or one of them, so she can grab onto it.
She's
throw it to her and grab.
she's grappled, so she has no. Her
Ah,
action is ungrapple.
Should
that's why
we
That's why I
tie
looked up
our
lasso.
two ropes together and lasso? I'm
what was
more-
that?
Don't more people have rope? Can we tie like two ropes together so that we can create lasso?
You could create a lasso with a 50 foot.
Yeah, I think it's just that's the maximum range we can lasso. So it'll probably be harder for us to lasso her because she's at the maximum distance to lasso. I still think it's our best bet. It's our best try because if we go down into that hole, something we may get pulled in or fall into. And again, I do have armor on, so I can't really go that far.
And then, Jaron, you're thinking to yourself, like, Alexandria is across the way, so she can't be part of this. But arguably, each of you on your turn could give a shot lassoing her.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we could all
shoot the
try
zombie.
lassoing her.
So just so you know how this works, there'll be a dex check, right? And it's an acrobatics check to succeed in the lasso, and then a strength check to break grapple.
Nice.
So
okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So if that's your plan, then we'll start the rumble.
Okay, Alexandria, what are you gonna do? You're up first.
I mean, I guess I could just try to shoot the zombie as has been suggested.
All right. You'll need to shoot with disadvantage because you're shooting into dark water, and you can't really see the zombie, as I mentioned, right? Because he's sort of in the brackish water below. And if you fumble, you hit Sarah.
All right. Doesn't super sound like my best bet. Okay, actually, what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm just gonna fly over to the rest of you guys, because I have a pretty good dexterity score, so maybe I can help.
Yeah, we established the ceilings are high enough for you to fly. They're not so high that you'll be able to stay in flight. Right? I mean, hovering, right?
She flew last time,
Yeah.
so I don't think that
Okay,
was.
wait. So
But she didn't.
I can't.
You
Sorry,
landed, but you landed last time, correct?
Yes, I'm trying to go the whole distance and go land with the rest of them. Like,
Right.
go join them on the ledge.
Yeah, please remind me. You did fly. You did fly to them with the rope, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to keep myself honest here. Did I make you land, or did I let you hover?
No.
All right, then I'm not gonna. Then I can't undo that. Because in my mind, you have plenty of room to fly, but towards the walls, it's not like it's a giant tall. It's like there's some arch to it. But I want to be consistent. Consistency over accuracy. All right, so yeah, you're welcome to fly over there. What are you gonna do when you get there?
I just want to land and get in line to. I'll try lassoing her when I get there.
All right, so hold on one second. So you're at 25. You can fly 60?
I can fly 60, so I can't get all the way there this turn.
Okay. Oh no, you can fly 50. All right,
50.
so that's 20. Yep. So that's what it
Alright.
says. Fly 50. All right, so there's that, and then you went back for some reason. Let's put you back at the 50. Unless that was your intent, was to fly back. It went backwards for some reason. All right, so you're right there. Glory is just off to your right. You can see down into the water a little bit. if you want to do any actions
Okay.
or know things or anything else.
I guess can I roll a perception check and try to get a sense for the degree of sogginess
Yeah.
on the zombie? How good
Yeah.
is he looking?
Roll a perception.
Oh no, where did my player
Double
thing
click your
go?
character in the upper
Aha,
left.
yes. Thank you.
No worries.
All right.
Ooh, just snuck by. Yeah, so from up high, you look down and you can see Glory's, head bobbing above water, and she looks like she's in a world of hurt. And just behind her, right to the northwest, the sediment has been disturbed enough that you can sort of make out some sort of a zombie that has her sort of grapples. So it's kind of
Mhm.
maybe started with the foot and just is sort of like holding her so she can't escape. And the look of panic on her face is that she's worried she's going to be pulled underwater and drown.
Mhm.
Right. Further, you can't make out anything specific, but there seem to be 2 to 3 dark objects, in the muck. But it's too dark to know what they are. They could be rocks.
Great.
They could be treasure. Right. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
But there's definitely something going down.
Okay. Okay. I flash Glory a thumbs up. It's gonna be fine.
Cool. You fall into the water because you stopped.
What?
You stopped flapping your wings. No, I'm not going to enforce that. But how are you giving a thumbs up?
I
With
also have arms.
Oh, you have arms
have-
and not just wing arms.
I have
That's right.
arms and wings.
That's right. Well, maybe if I
Yeah,
didn't make your character look like
God.
a turtle.
I didn't know we were getting into Owl Alexandria anatomy today.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of limbs going on.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, you guys. Okay. All right, Alexander. Do you want to do anything else while you're there? So you're hovering.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout over to the rest of the group. Hey, there are 2 to 3 things in the water. I can't really see what they are, but it might be more zombos, so we should be careful.
Awesome.
And then I'll end my turn.
End away. Din Djarin in the house.
All right, so I'm gonna take out my rope, tie it. Actually, I'm gonna tie it down to the frame of the door, one end, and then do a lasso and try to lasso Glory.
Damn, I was really hoping you would be tied to you. But yeah, okay. So you tie the lasso, you secure it to the door, and you're sort of cowboying with this thing. And you guys see this rope sail across the way. Please roll an acrobatics check and beat a 10.
Acrobatics or
Yeah.
athletics?
I believe it's acrobatics. Let me look. I think it's acrobatics.
Let me
I thought it was dexterity.
Well, the acrobatics is a dexterity check.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's hope. Come on, good number. Woo!
All right. So it's it secures around around Glory, and you give it a nice snug tug, and that lasso just right around her shoulders. Right. I won't make you roll to see if you only get her head and end up suffocating her, but yes, it went around right around her shoulders, which is pretty amazing, honestly, because depending on
So distraught right now.
depending on the range between 10 and 20, it was gonna be a little bit different if it was closer to 10. But this was a nice solid lasso. Like I'm befuddled that you pulled this off.
So am I.
That is your action, by the way.
Oh, so I can't pull her now too? I have to...
You get one action, so you lassoed her. If you think about this,
Okay.
Right? Yeah, otherwise it'd be
else...
like I lassoed her, I pulled her up, I gave her a hot tea and a towel around her, and then we hung out.
Okay,
for a
so
while.
Tyros or Tempe, since I've lassoed her, you guys could at least try to do the pull. So, all right, that's
Yeah,
my.
we'll see.
I'm gonna since I lassoed her, I'm gonna move out of the way over to there.
Okay, and I'll end your turn for you this time.
And then that'll end my turn, so that someone could come up and grab. Whoever's next could come up and grab the rope and try to pull.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So who's next is actually there's this ghoul that comes flying out of the water, and trying to grab Alexandria's feet. So you should see a ghoul has now popped up, right? So she's within jumping. So let me see what his stats are.
Okay, this is not.
I should have
looking
known.
good.
I should have known there was a reason why you wanted to end my turn.
Yeah, that was why. So how far can they move? Speed. All right. So so this thing shoots up out of the water at Alexandria, and she's flying. So my assumption is she's somewhere midway between the water and the ceiling.
Yeah.
So she's about 10 feet over the water. And with the resistance of the water and the fact that she's still a good 10 or good 5 or so feet away, you feel the splash of the water, and you see his claw-like hands come at you, but he splashes back down and ends up right about here. You are out of range. I will share with you guys a picture in case you want to know what you're up against. I don't know if you guys use dating apps, but you may have seen this gentleman on dating apps in the past.
Unfortunately not. Just my type.
Huge hands. Wow.
Yeah, he does have
very
huge hands.
long finger.
And he's got
Must be a great piano player.
He's got some badass goth toenails going, right? I don't know what use that tongue is, but there you go. So yeah, so there's this ghoul sort of aimed at you, and remember, like, you guys need to spin your characters the directions they are going forward, right? Just as a gentle reminder. Alexandria, that was his turn. He was not able to get to you. Next up is Mr. Tyros.
So I'm going to quickly make my way over to the rope that Dinjarin has so cleverly tied to the door jamb.
Awesome.
And we'll begin trying to pull Glory in.
All right, so let me look and see what the zombie's strength is, because you're going to have to beat his strength. All right, so let's see here. Main strength. He has a +1 on strength. So do a on your character sheet, do a strength check, and you need to beat a 14.
Okay.
And I mean target him first. So target him and then do a strength check.
So if your strength is naturally higher than the target, do you automatically win, or do you still have to roll?
You win. That's passive. That means that you can just yank it.
Okay.
I can target for you.
It's control.
It's control.
Yeah. Okay, I've got him targeted, and then just in the main, I roll the strength into the window or onto him.
Yeah, just click the C.
Click the C.
Yeah, see, there's like a little next to strength in the Oh wait, where's it at on yours? Hold on, sorry. Oh yeah, you can roll it. You can either roll
abilities.
it. Yeah, drag it onto him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the monster sheet, which looks different than yours.
It won't let me drag it onto him, but I can probably roll it into the window.
Or just click it. Or it won't let you drag it onto him? That's interesting.
No.
All right, so you did. So right now, the impact is that Sarah is now ungrappled. So let me free her grapple. So you're welcome. So Sarah, you feel this zombie get yanked away. So I need you to roll for me a d6.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not you, David. I need you to roll. I'm not a d6, a d10.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Sorry. Am I wrong? Wrong again. A D4. Jesus.
I think you're going to give Glory rope burns.
All right.
Oh man.
And I'm going to double it for you because it was my oopsie. So this is basically for each 1 to 4, that's the number of 5 feet increments. I'm going to let her move. So Glory, Glory goes 5, and then 10, and Glory. Just as you start to feel like things are pretty good, you feel a hand reach up and grab your foot.
No,
Because they've just drug you across another ghoul.
this is. Can I just like kick and like my arms and legs are they're flaring all over the place?
So
Make
no,
it
so
difficult.
he's gonna try to grapple you, right? So it's his strength. He's gonna roll strength against your strength. So Glory, your strength is blah, 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 blah. You have a +2, and your strength is 14 +2, so you have a 16. So he has to beat a 16. Oh, I am so sorry. You were grappled.
Oh man.
This is. I think that something.
Does she still at least have the rope around her? Is it
Yeah.
still lassoed?
Yeah,
around?
no, that yeah,
Okay.
she's just it's just like fishing, man. She's snagged.
Filling her in, catching some big fish there too. Pyros,
right.
you're done.
Yeah, for those
Yeah,
playing
so I've
along.
moved.
Oh, you already moved? Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm just waiting for you to accept the move. So I'm stepping back away from the rope and letting Tempe
So
come
as
have
you
a
step
shot
back,
on
I've got to ask you guys. Okay, so are you just letting go of the rope now?
I am still kind of hanging on to it. and
No, you
handing
are
it
not.
to Tempe.
Because otherwise it's going to go fully back down now.
Right, we'll lose all our slack.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're keeping tension and pulling it. Otherwise I'm gonna roll. She's gonna have to roll an acrobatics check to see if she slides back down to the hole.
Got it.
Yeah, no, keeping tension on that rope.
All right.
And I'm grabbing it.
All right, Tempe,
I'm
you're
gonna
up.
Try and reel in this big fish.
All right.
So I just roll a strength check.
Yeah, and it is. Let's see shots is. Let's see. You need to beat a 14.
And is this in skills, main?
You can just roll a 20 if you want.
Okay. Oh.
Unfortunately, Gloria is still grappled. You feel this the rope sort of go tense and almost pulls you off off of your feet. It's super slick. But and the good news is that you've got this this friendly neighborhood ghoul is sort of keeping you upright. But Tempe, yeah, you're unable to break the grapple this time.
All right. So I should hold tight to keep tension on the rope. Is that what we decided, y'all? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's see what this new zombie does.
All right,
Great
so
sound effect.
we got Filber. Filber, his head pops above the water, and Filber looks sort of like newly zombied. And you start to do the math, and you guys are like blood streaks on the stairs. You were following Egan up, through this journey. Possibly was one of his men. Maybe they ran into some trouble. So Filber beelines for Glory.
Glory, we won't let you become a Filber. Don't worry.
All right, so he's right here. Juxtaposition. And then spins. And then let's see. All right, and then he's going to attack with his zombie slam. So, unfortunately for Filber, but fortunately for Glory, all you feel is this big wave of water come at you, and he, it's slick, so he didn't quite have his footing. Let's see here. Yeah, wanted to make sure I remember what these guys do. And that ends his turn.
But he could fall back in because he has slippery footing, right? So shouldn't he roll to see if he falls back in?
Not so
No?
much. His zombie and whatever, almost like hiking shoes compared to your slick boots.
Okay. All right.
But I
well,
am taking what you said under consideration. In general, is should some of these guys occasionally have to also make sure their footing is solid enough.
cool. So I guess I'm only grappled by 1, so I want to try to break grapple. And I want to make sure that I'm I just want to break. The only thing I can do is break grapple, right?
Yep. So break grapple, you just need to beat a 14, and you just roll a d20. You do not break grapple.
Cool. I'm pretty sure that there's something that is against me in this game.
Oh, hey, hold on. Wait, Gloria, your strength is 14 plus 2.
Yeah.
You just automatically broke grapple.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Right, but that's your action. Your action. You're now no longer grappled. And I need to look this up, right? Because I'm not sure I'm doing this right. 'Cause I don't know if passive breaking grapple is a thing or not. But because we talked about it at the beginning, I think you always have to roll. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think it's kind of up to you, I think.
Yeah. So because we've at the beginning of this session, that was my brain fart again. Not very many hours sleep. We'll stick with that rule for this session because that's only fair. I don't want to change the rules in the middle. But going forward, I'll look up the rule just for clarity. But I think you do always have to roll because there's, just because you're super strong doesn't mean that you succeed.
Okay. And so I don't know if this is an action because I can't move. Like I can't like hold on to the rope tighter or anything, like start kicking my feet or anything. No, okay.
No, you could this is very hard terrain, so you can move. You can try to move half your distance because you're no longer grappled. Now, my assumption was because you didn't spin your character. No, you would be aimed that way. So you'd have to spin around, right, and move away. So aim your character towards the direction you're going to go. And then you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you. Okay, you just made yourself bigger. Everyone's making themselves bigger. Let's shift, yeah. All right, so when you move away from them, you know what's going to happen, right?
The water's gonna pull them with me.
No, they'll have an opportunity attack because your back's facing them and and they're facing you. So there'll be 2 opportunity attacks against you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right?
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, so you can move half your distance, Glory.
Okay.
You're able to move. Where's movement at? Everything got moved around on my sheet now. Where'd your movement go? XP level.
I think it's 30.
There it is, 30. Yeah. Yeah. So you can move 15, and they're both going to roll an attack on you. So that is Chudzad. So Chudzad. Open that up. Attack. And he's going to has to be melee. So he's going to attack. Oh, and it's a hit. So he rolls some damage on you. So you take some damage from him, and then also your friend Filber, right? The first friend you made in the pool, right? That's why you guys, public pools, don't do it. Where's Filber?
I make it a point to not go into public pools. Lakes, oceans, I'll do. I will not go into a public pool.
All right. So he attacks you. The slam. Oh goodness. And he also hits. And you take some bludgeoning damage from this.
As I'm getting hit, I call out to my deity. Which, 1 second, I need to remember who that is.
Yeah, so as Glory, as Glory with all of her focus and strength, like makes her way up the wall. And I'm not making you do an athletics or a dexterity check on do you slide back down because you have hold of this rope, so that's good enough. You start to see this blood and the water behind her just sort of turn red and sort of go dark. But she makes it almost all the way to the door.
Oh, Hexblade, pity on me.
All right, Glory, that is your turn. And you're no longer grappled. I'll turn that off. There you go. All right, so up next is Stefanos. You want to end your turn?
Yeah, I accidentally left the channel. All right, there you
go. Sorry, I'm gonna apply blast to a few people while we're engaged in this combat. To Glory, Dinjarin, and Tempe.
Great sound effect.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to move just a little smidge over here so I can concentrate.
All right. And you're good to go.
That's my turn.
Awesome. That is...
Yeah, Siren Sleep isn't working for me. Maybe I need to...
Yeah. That's something you can do on the well, when it's not your turn if you want. All right. Before we go, I need everybody to... Anyone want to guess?
Roll for initiative.
Roll initiative.
Roll for initiative! All right, has everyone rolled? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, you have. All right, let's start top of the round. This time, the stack is Tempe up top. You guys, this is the moment when you can sort of think through your next step strategies. You're fighting from a stairway. I'm sorry, you're fighting from overhead and from a doorway. You've got to comrade.
I want to reel in this big fish here, and
so you gotta. So you don't have to reel her in. She's able to move on her turn if you want.
Okay.
Or you can, or I'll give you. You can use your action to sort of pull her behind you, and you can move her half of her distance.
I would like my Glory, because I could start picking off these zombies.
I would like my rope back though.
Awfully bloody.
We'll get right on that.
Now, worth noting.
Priorities.
Anyone within the door is within movement and attack range of the zombie and the ghoul. So let me know what you guys are gonna do.
All right, Alexandria's next. Alexandria, where are you going? Are you going to come fly to our area?
So now that Glory's safe, I think I have two options in my mind. I can either go back and start trying to shoot them with the crossbow, which I'm okay at, or I could take a risk and try like hovering and like fighting them in the air, melee style. I feel like that's probably too risky. I think that we probably want. I don't want them to get all clustered at the doorway with you guys. I'm wondering if I can like lure them, maybe.
I think we should get them out of the water.
So just so you know,
yeah,
Glory, you can only fight from there with a one-handed weapon because you're holding a torch, unless you want to drop the torch.
Yeah, I want to drop.
No. I'm sorry. I'm in Alexandria.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Well, the dagger is one-handed anyway, so we're good.
of curiosity, and I don't know if it was mentioned last week or not, but is the rope, if we were to crawl across the rope, is that too low that the zombies would be able to get us, or is it out of reach for them?
They'd be able to. You'd be within your feet. Depending on how you climb the rope, you'd be between 5 and 10 feet above the water. So they could easily jump and grab you. They could also attack you if you're hanging.
Okay.
So you'd have to be very, very descriptive about how you're crossing the rope.
Mm-hmm.
But it is Alexandria's turn.
Yeah, did we skip Tempe?
Oh, I thought Tempe. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'll go back to Tempe. For some reason, I thought Tempe was pulling Glory in, but nothing happened. You were still strategizing. My bad.
All right. What do you think, Glory? You want me to pull you in or prepare to fight?
Go ahead and pull me in and maybe bring me towards Stefanos.
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
I'm struggling pretty bad.
Whoa, I just zoomed way in. Yeah, so I will continue to pull
Right.
on that rope. So I need just a 20-sider.
No, you don't need to do anything. She's close enough that it's not going to require an athletics check. You're just going to literally like guide your colleague, right? She's within arm's reach, right? You basically you can grapple her easily, right? You're just going to grapple her then ungrapple her. So, he's talking about right here, Glory?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be like in everyone's way, so maybe up against the wall, kind of like out of the way a little bit.
All right. Good. So you're there, and that was your action, Tempe. You have all your movement left.
Yeah.
And a reminder that once you get about beyond 5 feet from this doorway, that you can see the algae. If you zoom in, you can see sort of the algae sort of sliding down. Now you see that there's the fire in front of you, like between you and that. There's not a lot of algae there, right? And that thing is above water, in case anyone wondered, right? These are sort of lighting up just above the water. So there are there are safe places to step and non-safe places to step.
All right.
I think we need to like move away from the door and kind of lure them in and maybe around that corner and use that as a funnel and just pop them off as they come around.
Yeah. All right. Can you circle where you were talking about, Thomas?
Yeah. So, like, right around like safe zone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna start spreading out. So.
Do you want me to put all the safe zones?
No. Well, yeah, it's all black for my character, so I can't really.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can see it now. There we go. All right.
So that was 5 feet.
Cool. All right, that's good.
All right. So you sort of wedge yourself in the back, and Tempe's like, man, that's my thing. My jam is like squeezing into tight corners. All right, Alexandria, you are up. And again, I think remind me, how high up are you?
I'm 10 feet above the water.
All right. So you're outside of his grapple.
Okay. Yeah, full send it. Why don't we? I would like to kind of in a U-shaped motion kind of dive down by him, try to stab, and then like so I'm not like stopping, it's like a flyby. So I imagine I would have to roll like with some kind of disadvantage on that.
Well, so you're a monk, right? So you should look into
Yes.
your monk things, right? Because there's a reason that your build is banned, right, by a lot of DMs, right? Because of the monks swooping in, like kicking butt, and then swooping away, right? all
Yes.
as one big attack. All right, so go ahead and do your thing.
Cool.
You hit.
Yeah, suck it, ghoul.
Oh my.
Hey, look at that. Moderate
Um,
damage.
Wow. So you guys see blood in the water, and for a change, it's not your own party's blood.
I'll
Nice.
Glad to
take
have you
my-
back, Chloe. Glad to have you back.
I'm like half here, but
mean-
Alexandria's rocking it.
All right. So yeah. So you do some good damage. Are you staying there, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna take my second attack.
All right. What?
Whoa.
This damn dagger. Plus
I
9.
could, yeah.
Wow. That's I've really stepped up those sound effects, haven't I?
Like, wow.
Awesome. So yeah, this thing is you're just tearing this thing up, right? And ghouls are pretty badass, right? So, you see a couple of fingers on his dangly left hand, just go like flip flop drop into the water, right? You take a big chunk out of his left shoulder. This guy is bleeding out what little life is left in him. I gotta come up with a better phrase than bleeding out. I say bleeding out like every time someone gets hit.
So I'm gonna return to my 10 foot hover, and I'll heckle him. You should cut your toenails. They look really gross. I have claws, and even I think you should cut them.
Wow.
That's
I
okay.
mean, yeah, and make sure you aim. I need you to aim where you're going to be aimed, just so you know.
Okay, I'm like, sorry. How do I twist myself?
The zombie said, "Look at me when you're talking to me."
Oh god. Oh god.
Hold shift and then just roll.
Aha.
All right,
Sorry,
so
Thomas.
okay, I'm going to cancel that move because I have new information that
Thank you.
I just wanted to look up. Okay, so I was like, well, how high can something jump? Because we haven't had jump coming up too much, right? And what it is, it's equal to your strength modifier. I'm sorry, 3 plus your strength modifier. So,
Wouldn't
basically,
he get disadvantage though because he's in the water, so you can't really jump, right?
well, I'm just giving you
The
the
water
rule. And
resistance.
we can discuss that in a second. But I'm saying, it looks like if you can jump, so his strength modifier is 1, right? That means that he can jump on a good day 4 feet. Right, so I would argue that if he's jumping in water, he'd have to jump with disadvantage. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So it'd be 2 rolls. So because I had said 5 feet, so it looks like he's, as long as you stay just out of normal melee range, he won't be able to get to you.
Sick.
Right? And
Yes.
because you hit, because we have some flight rules we have to think through, right? Because you hit, then I won't give him an opportunity attack. But if you were to miss, I would give him an opportunity attack.
That makes sense. That seems fair.
Okay. Cool. Well then, are you done with your turn, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I already passed in the combat tracker.
Oh, my bad. Well, guess whose turn it is? So he's going to jump. See, you're 10 feet, so he's going to jump. He's going to jump. Can he get up there? Say 10 feet, so 4 feet, 14 feet. If he got a 4, it would be 14 feet. So he's going to roll twice. So with disadvantage, and C. Hold on. 3 plus. Okay, so it's 4. We're going to actually. There is no way to roll this with disadvantage because he could just normally jump that much. So what I'll do is, I'll roll 20, And above 10, he gets his whole height, and below 10, he gets half. Does that sound fair?
Seems fair.
All right. All right. So
Oh,
he was
God.
able to. So he was able to jump in the air, and attacks you with his claws, because that's really the only he couldn't bite you.
Sick.
And it is a miss, and he splashes into the water. And to Glory's point, I'm going to have him roll a dexterity check. And, he's not going to have to hit too much to do anything. All right, so he slides back a few feet. All right. Next up is... What's the story, Morning Glory?
So, first, can you guys hear anything in my background now?
No, nothing.
Awesome. I moved to a different room. Okay, so I want to use a potion of healing to get myself better. But I kind of want to stay, I just want to stay where I am. Or, yeah, maybe I'll move behind. Well, no, I'll stay where I am. But yeah.
Okay, and you have, let's see, do you have a potion of healing? I'm looking right now.
I do. I have 5 of them.
Jeebus.
So, yeah. It's in my component pouch.
Makes sense. That's right. Put them. You do a nice job of organizing your stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. So go ahead and that's your action to heal, right?
Yep.
All right. Do you know how to do that?
No, I just changed it to 4. So okay, hold on. So I take the. No, I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so
do I just drag and drop it on myself?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Okay. Did I do it?
Does not look like it. I think you can just click it too. The little plus.
Flick it?
Yeah.
I don't flick it.
No, not flick it. Click it. Flick it. It's a new mouse gesture. Flicking it.
Wait, there's no plus sign.
If you look at potions in your actions tab, you don't have a plus sign that says potions, potion of healing, and then there's a plus next to it, a green box with a plus with a heal mark in it.
No, I'm in my inventory.
No, actions.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, unless you're rummaging through your stuff, you want to actually use it, you have to go into actions.
Oh, okay, sorry. That I did not know.
Yeah, and you should even be able to drag it to yourself or just click it if it's because I think it automatically heals yourself.
I'm sorry. Where is it in my?
Just scroll until you see potions.
Potion of healing. Got it. Okay, got it.
There you go. Awesome. So that took your healing back up by 5 because you rolled some pretty crappy dice there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that something is up against me because this seems to be a pattern.
Yeah,
like the world's against me.
People always blame it. Yeah. So and now I'm gonna reduce it down. You now have 4 potions of healing.
All right, cool. Thanks. And I will end my turn.
Cool. All right, Dinjarin is up.
Quick question: How tall are the walls of this cave again?
Where you're at right now, in the doorway or in the open room?
No, in the open room.
In the open room, well, what they really were versus what we our oversight. So right above the door, they start at about 15 feet high and they arc up around 20-25 feet.
Okay.
Think of it. It's like a big gymnasium.
This map is not moving. Not moving the way I want it to move. Hold on, I gotta use. I'm trying to get to where I can see what I want. All right, I'm going to. I don't want to go that far. I'm gonna come out here and right about there.
All right. You step around. Well, let me move you there because you hit the doorway. Right about there.
Okay. Yeah. So right about there, and
aim yourself where you're going to aim, just so you know.
Wait, right.
All right.
I'm trying to aim at that guy.
As you step out, as you step out to the right, it looks like the 5 feet to your right has some algae, and it looks like 5 feet to your left is good to go until you get about 5, 10, 10 feet on the diagonal southwest is the first place you start seeing some algae.
Okay, can I do kind of like, I guess, so I want to ready myself as my action, but I also kind of want to fill the wall just to feel how, like, is there a lot of algae on the wall, and
that's just an investigation check.
Okay, I want to do an I want to feel how damp that wall is, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to ready myself.
Right, investigate, please.
Oh, hold on. I gotta move things around a little bit here, and there we go. This is probably not gonna be good. I have a negative on it, so.
Yeah, I mean, look, just passively, that 7, all I'll give you is, like, you know that underwater it's slick. And you know that, 1 to 2 feet above the water, it's a little slick. It's and damp, right, from the water lapping up. And this is all just passively, honestly. And then you can just see up higher. It's damp as a humid room would be damp.
Okay. And with that, I'm just gonna ready myself, have my Maul-At ready, so if either Ghoul Shotzad or Zombie Filber come around and attack me, I can attack them.
Yeah, so. And you do see his Blackfist Zombie Filber, so yeah, it's clear that this was one of the Blackfist guards.
Okay. I don't know if that clicked and said I was ready, but
does not look like it.
Yeah, let me try that again. Double click to put out the note.
Oh yeah, you're ready.
Did that work? Okay,
yep,
cool.
It says you're ready.
And that's it for my turn.
Cool. Yeah. So Filber, because he's gonna tread lightly. He's gonna come towards Tempe through this algae. But this is his terrain. He knows what's what. So he's only gonna be able to move half of his distance because he's gonna be, a little bit careful, right? So his movement speed.
He's a penguin walk.
Exactly. So his movement is 20 feet. So he can move 10 feet. Right, and as he walks towards you, the water, the water's less and less deep, and you sort of see more of him, Tempe, and he's pretty messed up. All right, that's his turn. Tyros.
All right, I'm gonna follow suit with what Tempe was doing, and
are you gonna follow swimsuit because you just came back from Hawaii?
Oh.
Yeah, I know, that was horrible. Again, guys, not much sleep.
I'm gonna get
right
into the water.
Yeah. So you were already you went from ankle deep to just under your knee, you have solid footing, but you're starting to see that same algae, and you guys should be able to see it on the map. Like you can see the little green smudges, right?
I can kind of see the green smudges. So, and then I'm just going to position myself up against the wall here.
Perfect.
And target Zombie Filber.
Right, and I believe before you shoot, I think we need to take care of something, unless someone already did it. Oh no, someone already did it for you. Yeah, you had a whole bunch of weapons equipped, right? And you don't get to. So you have 2 daggers, which is fine. That's offhand, right? But you can't have a longbow. A longbow is a 2-handed sword, so it'd have to be like this.
Right.
I mean, it's a 2-handed weapon, which means that you can't have your rapier. So you're gonna have to choose before combat which weapon you want.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that, David, when we talked, was the one thing I did was I switched out either your rapier and your 2 daggers because I figured that's what you would use more often, because you have a bunch of stuff.
Right. Yeah. So in so what did I move?
So here's your choice, David. Are you a dagger and longbow guy, or are you a dagger and rapier guy? So are you close combat, or do you want a mix of distance and not? So the rapier, rapier is only one-handed, right?
Yeah. So the rapier is one-handed. I can always use that and then pull out a dagger for a second attack. The longbow is just a one shot, but it is.
But offhands are sort of allowed, right? Offhands assume that you have these on your pouch and you can just like throw them, right, or stick. So like that's why, like daggers, or throwing stars or whatever else, like as an offhand, it's sort of like a little extra that you get.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I'm more of the hide in the shadows and lurk and kind of snipe guy. So longbow is more of my weapon of choice in this instance, but especially dealing with zombies. So I will go and let me just pop into my inventory and.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that between turns if you want. I just wanted to point out that, like, make sure you guys are only holding the weapons that you're allowed to use, right?
Right.
Yeah, because you can, you can stow a weapon or grab a weapon as a bonus action, right? But if you want to swap weapons on your turn, like completely swap it, it is the action.
I see. Okay. So I'm going to be using my longbow. I've targeted zombie Filbert.
All right.
And let's see if I connect.
You do. You do connect.
Let's impose some damage on him.
Can't we be friends?
Sorry, zombie. You're going down. And
So
that is my turn.
Yeah, so Vilber's like ouched, right? I mean, this dude's had a bad day, right? Like he's, got messed up, slid into some water, turned into a zombie, and now he's having his ass handed to him. What a week. What a week. All right. Cool. So Ghoul Shad, we'll call him Shad. He's going to make his way towards Mr. Dinjarin. And he can move half of his distance, which means that he can move 10 feet. Let's see if that gets him within melee. Why is that 10 already happening? Oh, because he's halfway. All right, so that gets him to right about here. He's in just out of the algae zone, so no need to worry about that. And he's not within 5 feet of Dinjarin. Just out of reach. That ends his turn. And this brings us to Stefanos.
I think I'm going to finish healing up Glory with a healing word.
Word.
I look up at you with very hazy eyes and I say, "Is that you? Is that you, my Patreon named... Damn it, Heckblade? Heckablade? Heckblade?
Is that your god?
Yeah, my deity.
The healing word is butterscotch, by the way.
Butterscotch.
Aw, that's adores. All right, so that's your healing word, and did it take? It should have taken up a spell slot, right? It's not.
Yes.
It's not a cantrip, is it? No. Cool. All right, so yeah, you throw some healing Glory's way. So Glory, you're about half healed. You sort of wipe the blood from your eyes, and you're starting to feel a little bit better. But yeah, you're having a rough day. Are you going to use any of your movement, Stefanos, or are you sticking tight?
I'm going to move over to the side here.
All right, so you have moved to the side. Glory is sort of like leaning against the wall and sort of scrunched down, just trying to sort of regroup.
Yes.
And when you're done, end your turn. All right. You know what I'm going to say, right? Roll for initiative. Whoa, look at that.
Wow.
That's pretty good. All right, everybody rolled. Let me hit next. All right, just a heads up. 12 minutes and we're done. We're at the top of the round 4, I believe. Alexandria is up. You survey the surroundings, and much to your chagrin, you guys know what's coming. Just poking his head above water is yet one more ghoul tusk flare, sort of aimed towards the door. So you guys have caused quite a ruckus, right? So sort of the things that were in the deep, maybe at ease, you've woken everything up. All right, she comes in tight. Oh, but this time it's a miss, and this is Kaut, right?
Yeah.
And are you gonna move?
Yeah, am I gonna get grappled?
You are.
I mean, I'd like to yeet out of there, but I assume he gets an opportunity attack because I missed.
Yep, he does.
Okay.
And you were close enough, so he has his it'd be claws this time.
Oh.
But I'm not going to hit you unless you're leaving. If you're not leaving, I'll just he doesn't opportunity at all. But
all right, I'll stay.
But then on his turn, he does hit you. If he's going to try at least.
Okay, I'm gonna take my second attack then.
All right. Oh, so he will not get an opportunity attack.
Hey, for some reason you have me marked as prone.
Wonder why that is.
Did it mismark me for when I said ready and it just said prone?
Yeah, I didn't do that to you, but you are now unprone.
Must have mismarked when I hit ready.
Good thing you noticed that, because you don't want to roll prone. Okay, awesome. So you hit this guy. You smash some bits of this ghoul. Like he's flailing and making horrible sounds. You moving? Or you staying?
I can't believe he's not dead yet. I'm moving.
Right.
I'm out of here. I'm
Right.
gonna go over here.
All right, you're there. I need to find out how long you can stay in flight without exhaustion.
If you would prefer, I can head back to the ledge to go.
No, I wouldn't
rest,
prefer.
or-
I'm just saying it's one of those things like flying's all new.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go, Stefanos.
I lost track of our plan, but assuming
Killing. Killing.
killing. Okay.
Did you say healing or killing?
Killing.
I think
Destroying.
killing. All right. Let's see here. Oh, healing. I would use spells to try to kill, but I want to reserve my spell slots for healing, so I might just try to do my crossbow.
All right. Move into position. You do not have. Well, actually, no. You have line of sight to Tusk Flare.
Tusk.
He's a new. He's a new contestant on the. I don't have anything clever to say, honestly. Trying to come up with something. Did not.
Yeah. Let me go for him.
All right. You want me to target him for you, just for kicks, since I'm already on it? There you go.
Yep. Nope.
He's now targeted.
Ew. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to drag my die, but it's dragging my whole.
Yeah, it does that
Yeah.
sometimes.
There we go.
I have an inkling what's going to happen.
Did that do anything?
No, did you grab the black die and drag it on top of him?
I did.
I didn't see anything. Did you guys see anything? Nope. you want me to try to drag it for you to see what happens?
Yeah, because it's dragging, but it's not doing anything.
And if it makes you feel better, I can't also do anything. And do you know why?
Why is that?
You don't have any ammo. So you need to load your ammo.
Oh. Okay.
Headshot.
Okay, hold on. So the critical damage does triple damage dice instead of the usual double damage dice. All right, so roll your dice, and then we'll add an additional damage on top. All right, so that's 12. So let's see here. That means that you get a third again, which is another 6. So this guy is named Tusk Flare. Let's give Tusk Flare 6 more points of damage. So that would make him here. So that now he's now heavily hurt. So this dude just popped his head above water, and like he's now already hurting pretty bad. I believe you have more movement if you want it. Otherwise, you can end your turn.
I think I'll stay here.
Perfect.
That poor guy was just peeking his head out, like, "What's going on, guys?" And all of a sudden, watch me.
And we get ready to watch the movie? What? All right. Let's see. We got our old friend Chutzad. So he just takes a simple step forward towards Dinjarin, and
I was ready, so.
Well, you
Do I get an
were
attack?
ready. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You do get an attack. You probably should have used it when he moved towards you the first time.
Oh well, I didn't think because he wasn't within my range. I technically couldn't.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh yeah, you're right. So go ahead and do your attack. It has to be whatever you had said.
Yeah, it was my typical maul.
Oh, and you hit.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
I can't. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I won't. It's not my turn, so I won't do that one. Boom.
Yeah, so he comes up on you and getting ready to claw you, and bam, like you do some serious damage as he's coming up on you. But you know, as you do that, you know, he comes at you with his claws. And probably because of the damage you've done to him, like he was a little shaken and misses.
Little woozy there, huh? Huh? You little woozy? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tusk Flare is aware of Alexandria and is going to try to make his way over. Again, he can only move half of his distance. All the way, man. Nope, he can move his full distance. It is not Elgide. Sorry, put him right on top of you. There we go. Right, so he's up on you, Alexandria, and see if he's gonna jump out of the. Well, let me see how deep the water would be there. No, he's still in the zone. So roll a 20. If he rolls, like I said, below 10 or 10 and below, it's half, and if it's above 10, it's his full height. Yeah, he missed. So he tries to jump out of the water and just sort of shakes, and he's good to go. But he's not in an algae section. He doesn't have to roll an agility. But you just hear a big splash as he sort of tries to come at you. Next turn, Tempe. And Tempe, as you get ready to take your shot, like you notice that it's kind of funny to see these ghouls like swatting at Alexandria like a mosquito.
Foolish ghouls. Well, why did 2 dice go?
You had an advantage.
Oh, I was blessed. Cool.
Yep. Good old blessing. You don't want to go messing with the blessing. So you also do some good damage, right? Causes Filbur to pause, right, and eye you up, right?
All right. I'm assuming that Tyros is gonna finish him off, so I'm just gonna pass.
All right,
Do what I
Dinjari.
can.
All right. So I'm just gonna try to finish this guy off. I'm gonna attack him with my maul, and if I hit, I plan to use my divine smite on him.
Okay. You do hit.
All right. First, do the normal damage, and then because he's an undead thing, right? I also get to do
Yeah.
that. And I would like to say, when I use the divine smite, I say, you know my name is Dinjar, and as I lay my vengeance upon you with fury. And just smash
I would have eaten your soul.
it. I don't got one, so it's okay.
So
And
yeah,
that's my turn.
Well, that's good because that's awesome. Yeah, he crumples onto the floor, dead, and you see his body slowly sort of sliding down into the pit. Glory, you are up and only moderately hurt.
Okay, because I was gonna ask, like, moderately, does that impact like my ability to
Nope.
fight or anything? Like, okay. And then my second question.
It impacts your ability to be hit, though. Right.
Right. Like, if someone hits me, then I die even faster. And then my second question was, I have burning hands, so not like.
There's
Not
a
right
thing
now,
for
but
that.
the ability for burning hands. Is that something that I could have done during grapple?
No, you can't. You'd have to break grapple to take an action.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, I think what I want to do is do another potion. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna fight. So instead, I'm gonna go back out here, and I'm gonna do two kind of moves. This, and then
Okay, so you do not hit any LG. This is good.
yeah, and then I'm gonna go here and stay close to the wall.
Yep, and just a heads up that we will be ending at the bottom of this. Wait, so you're okay, right there, and let me see if you moved
And then-
across LG. Hold on, I gotta see if you moved across LG.
Oh.
You're on the edge. If you take another step to the right, you will have to roll agility. Or if you take a step forward, you will have to roll an agility dexterity check.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. I want to use my action of fireball at Gal. Well, maybe I'll just use a cantrip. I'll use Eldritch Blast at Gal Caught.
Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I just realized what Ghoul Kot's name is from.
What do you think it's from?
Deep Space Nine.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for noticing.
Nice.
So Glory pops into that position, and just like in a movie when someone has had their ass handed to them over and over, and they finally have had enough, and just starts to take people down. Like, she just comes out, raises her hand, and like, blam! This thing just explodes into the water. All right, you want to end your turn?
Cool. And yes, I do. I was just thinking for a second. Okay, I'll end it.
Tyros, you're up.
Quickly targeting Filbur again and using my longbow.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you hit with a 5 because you're +6.
I know.
And
Take that,
Filber.
Filber.
Taste my bow.
And just
And-
in time for Thomas.
And that's it. Right? Wait a minute. What happened here?
So the last
Smiting
person to go
yell.
out was Filber, but because Filber died, the round was over.
Oh, okay. Did you? I need you guys to roll initiative, and then we will pick up here next week.
Okie dokie.
Four. It's all four.
There you go. All right. So next week when we start, everyone rolled right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, 3 crits for initiative.
Jesus. All right. So let me start the round, and we'll start here next time. When we're up next, Alexandria is at the top of the stack. And she's disconnected, which is okay. So she'll be at the top of the stack. And the rest of you will go in turn. Looks like Tyros, you'll be second, and then Golkat will be third. You still have
He even lives.
You still have that rope going across the pool, and Alexandria, just sort of a mental note. If you cross it again, I'm going to make you roll a dex or acrobatics, right, to see if you get snagged in the rope.
Actually,
Seems fair.
the only ghoul that's alive is Tusk Flare.
Yep.
So,
As far as you know.
well, damn it. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Oh.
All
But
of
no,
your
I have no
videos
idea
were
what
super
word-
delayed for me, and you all just fast forwarded with your video catching up to what you said. It was really odd.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for playing, and until the next time on the Smite Force Chronicles. Awesome game, guys.
Good job today.
Thank you.
Big
You did what-
guys.
You did what mattered. Gloria's out of the hole.